Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon. I'm Michele Wilson with the Mompreneur Conversations Show, and today we're going live, and it's all about the micro moment. Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, and also on YouTube. And I just want to thank you for just joining us, and also thank Laura, who is our branding. And I'm just going to turn off my notifications here. I am a mom. A mompreneur. So there's so many things that are going on throughout the day. And so we're just really excited to be here. And Lada is a brand expert specialist who has been working on the Mompreneur Conversation Show, and just so extremely thankful and grateful for her support and her brilliance, bringing the Mompreneur Show, the brand alive. And today, our micro moment, we're going to be talking about our virtual launch. It's a golden premiere that's going to be going live next week, Thursday, November 2nd. So we just wanted to take a few minutes. Our micro moments are like a 20-minute show here on Facebook. And like I said, we're on LinkedIn and on YouTube. But we're just going to have a conversation today about the virtual golden premiere. And I'm really excited because finally we're launching the show. So thank you for joining us, Lara.
Thank you. Thanks to you, Michelle. Actually, as life happens, today was not a difference, so we just nailed it. So I'm
Yes.
happy that we come back with this micro moment. So we improve a little bit our game, and actually, we're planning to share so many things with you guys. We just want to be sure that you know that we're gonna be here. And today, as Michelle is giving us the sneak peek, we are very excited because finally we're gonna have this amazing event, which is gonna be the premiere of Mompreneur Conversations Show. So, how do you feel, Michelle, about that?
I'm really excited. I think actually it's been about a year. Really, it's been a 10-year dream as far as having the mompreneur conversation. I didn't know it was going to actually be a show, but I did have a passion, and I
Right.
understand that I have a purpose now, really helping moms who are raising special needs children, who want to start a purpose-driven business. I am a mom, and I've been raising my son. Well, he's turned 20, but he was diagnosed with a rare medical condition, and he also was diagnosed with autism and several other different um, diagnoses.
Mhm. Yeah.
But the past 13 years, I've been building my business, being a full-time caregiver to him. And I was faced with several different challenges. And now I'm just really excited that I'm still going through it, but
Mhm.
now I'm going through it, I feel like, with grace, because I've done a lot of, personal development, spiritual development, business development. So I just want to share all the tools and resources that I've discovered over the years. And so that's how the birth of the Mompreneur Conversation Show began. So really excited. We've started filming, the show, and we're actually officially launching it, because this has been like a year project of just getting it off the ground. And just so thankful to you, Lotta, for your, just support, your insights, your branding expertise, because really it was all a dream in my head and in my heart. Actually, it was in my head and my heart. And so how do you bring that to life? And so I'm just thankful for that. And then we're having a premiere. We're going to really launch it.
Mhm.
We're going to be talking about the purpose of the, mompreneur conversation. I'm going to be sharing the vision, and also, our missions. That's one of the things we're going to be showing. And it's going to be a fun, it's going to be an hour. It's going to be next week, November 2nd at 4 p.m. via Zoom. And I'm going to go ahead and put it. You can register at
Yeah. Exactly. The link.
mompreneurconversationshow.com. Right there's the link, slash events. And so, yeah, I'm just really excited. Lotta is going to be one of our guest speakers, because she's really been there from the time when I was developing the concept along. She's going to be one of our special guest speakers. And then also Dr. Letitia Wright, who's the producer of the Mompreneur Conversation Show, who's actually been there from conception. And so I'm going to have two guest speakers. And then also we have an amazing mistress of ceremony, dear friend, also business partner, Miss Kimberly
Mhm.
Cocktellis, who's been there from the beginning. She was actually there when I launched my first business from my son's hospital room, and she was there from that very moment. So she really, saw my journey. So I'm excited that she's going to be the mistress of ceremony. So tell me a little bit, Laura, what, you're excited about, the launch, because I know you've been working hard with me. So thank you so much. But what is some of the insights that you've learned over the years just working with me and the Mompreneur Conversations Show? And we have an amazing, team working together. We're a small team, but we're a mighty team. So I'd
Yeah,
love to hear your
I
insights.
love that concept.
Yeah.
A mighty team, yeah, because we're small. And of course, I think the most valuable thing for me is have the opportunity to understand what is the value proposition of the projects. I mean, that's for me, that's the core of what I do, because once that we set the value proposition, then we can work on the branding, for the social media communication, for everything you need to be able to engage people. So that's this project for me is very special, because as you mentioned, we have been working in this for so many time, that I'm just excited to be able to be here with you to support the journey, and actually just again once again invite people to register, because this is a free event. I think the most um, valuable thing that you're gonna get, besides understanding Mompreneur Conversation Show, like the meaning and the process, but you will be able to connect with people that is in the same arena, which is an opportunity to do networking, meet so many people that you may wanna talk and learn from them. So I just invite you again to sign in. Here is the banner. So just remember, you need to go register, and then by mail you will get the access, the link access. Am I right, Michelle?
Yes. So yeah, once you go to the mompreneur.com/events, you just put in your name, your email, and
Mhm.
then you'll the link, the Zoom link is going to be via Zoom. And as you said, you don't have to be a mompreneur to join the event, because it's really about supporting our community, supporting the tribe of moms. And there's going to be so many different opportunities. We'd love to collaborate, right? My focus is a business strategist. So I love working with startups, and with moms is my specialty, but working with startups, and they need the resources and the tools. So I'm always looking for ways to be able to support moms, because um, we are full-time caregivers, which means our time is limited. And so when we have
Mhm.
tools that we're able to leverage to help us grow our business, and also not just grow our business, but also help us redefine balance, because as a full-time caregiver and a mom, health is important, wellness is important. So all those things is what we're looking for to support our community. So that's one of the things I really want to share at the virtual event, like just the challenges that moms go through who are raising special needs children, and what we need to be able to thrive, not only as a caregiver, but as a mom. And so that's what
Yeah.
I'm really excited
And
about.
actually, one of the things that I love the most is when you give me some ideas to work with resources, because I know everyone needs some templates, some information, like the sneak peek, what you're doing with the information, so how you're gonna apply that information, because you can learn just so much, but when it comes to the time that you need to apply the tips or the hacks that you already shared, that's when I see the value on this. So as a person who has been designing your stuff, I feel so inspired. And actually, I want to see the faces of all the moms that you're gonna connect and you will be able to help through Mompreneur Conversations, not only the show, but the whole website, the whole thing you're preparing. That's right.
Absolutely. And that's what it's really about. I really want to bring in the community that my we were talking about the value proposition. And even though I'm a business strategist and I help others, but I always say a coach needs a coach. So Laura has really been my coach when it comes to really, what is my value proposition. And it's really understanding that, as moms, we just want to be heard, we just want to be seen and understood, and we really want to be able to redefine balance in our own way. When I first started my business, I was learning from a lot of amazing, business gurus and so forth. But I found that I was burning out because it wasn't tailored to my needs as, my needs, and actually the demands that I needed as being a caregiver to my son. So that's what I feel like, we're already busy. So trying to add something else to our plate, I mean, it's difficult, but I know that
Mhm.
it can be done with the right resources and tools. So I want to thank you for, really helping me to understand my value proposition, because now once I had that foundation, everything else was easy for me. My message became very clear, and I know who I really, really am serving, right? And so when we are able to really understand our value proposition, our audience, who we serve, everything else comes, it's actually coming natural. So over the last several months, I've been, on social media and really talking about what I do, and excited about the show and so forth. Now it's finally here. So I just want to thank you for that, just supporting me in my journey. So thank you for
Yeah,
that.
and I just want to acknowledge that because it is true. It takes, at least for me, yeah, I've been there. Like, okay, what is my vision? What I want to accomplish? And sometimes when you're only on your in your head, so you cannot see all the opportunities. And once you talk about it, and then when you share, somehow the clarity comes, so you can debrief a little bit. And that's why I love to work with clients like you. If you are willing to explain me a little bit of your passion, then I have this ability to connect the dots, right? So that's why for me it was very um, easy, if I may, to say, okay, let's put this vision, use these words, this is the message, and then we can create this compound effect of, okay, now we have the branding, and then it's easy, as you just share. Can you share with the audience a little bit about the how we started the social media process and how it's transformed now, like the easy way that now we're
Yeah.
working
I
on?
would I'd love to. And actually it was through the social media that really being out there on a consistent basis
Mhm.
helped me redefine my message, because for me, I always like live events and, training person to person. So actually social media, even though I have a show coming out, right?
Yeah, I
Social
know.
media is still
Hey, Michelle, we need some selfie videos, please.
it's a little intimidating to me, but what the process is what it helped me really understand who I serve. And I love that I was getting feedback from people, like just make sure that my message was
Mhm.
clear. That was, very helpful. I have, colleagues and friends and family that will, support me. I mean, give me messages or call me up and say, hey, I really like what you had to say and so forth. And so just the process, I mean, we really started out with ideas and we just kept redefining it as we went on. And then now it's kind of, I won't say it's a system, a machine and
Mhm.
so forth. But in the beginning, it did take some work and effort. And I mean, even in just the value proposition, I think it took us like almost 3 to 4 months to really nail in what that was. And even like you said, it was in my head and I know what I wanted to do, but in your head and then putting it into into written form and then into visual form is so much different, because you actually have to be in the shoes of the other person. Even though I am a mom raising a special needs child, I still had to step out and look at what other people saw and perceived it to be, other moms, what they saw. So that was what's really important especially in the social media, because it allowed me to really hone in on my message and really understand what my market, who I serve and what they needed. So that was an
And
amazing part.
actually, that's a key, and it's very important because whenever an entrepreneur is starting a project, they mostly start by passion, and
Right.
then it is very common. So when you start, you don't know how to communicate that passion. You just feel it, but you don't have the correct message. So everyone can get something different, and then you can say, no, that's not what I do, right? So you need to improve by the time, of course. But just thinking about who I'm going to serve, that change and helps you to reframe your message, because for you it's clear that moms with special need kids, needs special tools
Right.
and hacks and everything, but you know it because you are one, but you cannot explain easily this passion and this value for someone who doesn't have a child or even is not a mom, right? So it's just a matter of time to develop your voice, because when you have that authority, then people start noticing, okay, I need this, or maybe I am not a mom, but maybe I know someone who can benefit from the things that you are sharing. And because you have so much clarity, then people is gonna get involved, and that's the whole point. Coming back again for the virtual golden premiere, that's what we want. If you know someone, or even you can join, register, and then you will be able to understand a little bit more of Mompreneur Conversation Show and projects, so
Mhm.
you can be able not only to understand what is that thing that we're doing, but connecting with more people, because we're sure there's thousands of parents who will benefit a lot for these conversations, the mompreneur conversations. So what say you,
Absolutely.
Michelle?
Absolutely, and you nailed it right there. You said developing your voice. Over the years, I've been an entrepreneur 30 plus years, and this, even though I've been a mom raising a special needs, this is a different voice for me because now I'm being more vulnerable in my journey because a lot of things I've gone through, I didn't really share with everyone because I
Sure, yeah.
didn't think, yeah, I didn't think people would understand it, so I just didn't share it. And so that's why I get excited about the community. I recently attended a caregiving summit and I was like, oh my gosh, there's more people like me that are experiencing the things that I'm experiencing. And so, that's really what this conversation is all about. You may not be impacted, but you can impact someone around you that is going through this. Because more than likely, if you have, and I'm specializing with moms, but it's all caregivers. You probably know someone who is taking care of someone, we just don't have that conversation of what it's like to be a caregiver to a loved one and so forth. So that's what this conversation is all about, is it being able to be more open and just saying, hey, I understand what you're going through, and I'm here to support you in any way I can. And if I'm not able to support you, I know someone that would probably be able to support you. So that's what it's all about, having the resources. So that's what I'm excited about, the conversation show, and also the sneak peek. I just want to, bring people together that I know, love, and trust, and just really help them give a better understanding of an underserved community. I believe that we're underserved and that we just want you to be part of it. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and don't forget to register. Here's the link. And just as Michelle just mentioned, just by being a connector, that also helps, because we never know who knows someone who is gonna benefit from this content. And remember, we're gonna share the link for the shows. Actually, can you share a little bit about Amazon?
Yeah, so to get the show is it's going to be on Amazon Fire TV, and it will be launching next week. And you can actually go to my website, mompreneurconversationshow.com, and register, and then we'll send you the it's an app, and you look at an app, so we'll send that to you so that you can view the show. And and we'll be sharing it with the virtual event, how to be able to connect with the show and be able to share. And I'm going to be excited. I want it to be a fun event. You were going to get some giveaways, some prize giveaways, is just just really, I want a warm, fun event for the virtual golden carpet event, well, carpet, but the virtual premiere. And so in that, we will be sharing like how to connect with our show, Amazon, and just other ways of supporting the community and our tribe. So I'm really excited about that. So I know we're almost 20 minutes in. I mean, micro moments, and that's really what I'm going to be talking about, how I build my business in micro moments. Because before I used to stay up late to try to build my business, and that didn't serve me. I burnt out a few times. So that's why I call it micro moments. This live show on Facebook and as I said, we're streaming on other platforms, but I call it micro moments is because that's how I built my business over the past few years, in micro moments while I'm taking care of my son. So that's kind of a little sneak peek of what that's all about. But we're excited. Please go to mompreneurconversationsshow.com/events and register. And it's just going to be an hour of fun and learning a little bit more about the show and how you could connect with me. I am the host and executive producer, and then also those who have been contributors that's been helping and supporting the Mompreneur Show. So I'm really excited.
Yeah,
So with
I look
that,
forward to see
you have
you
any
there.
closing remarks, Lotta, before
I'm
we go?
just excited to see all you there. So please register now.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week. We'll probably do one more live before the actual virtual Golden premiere. I'm Michele Wilson with the Mompreneur Conversation Show, and bye bye for now, and just stay
Bye.
empowered.